started. Let's get it started.
Welcome back to the First Off in My Opinion podcast.
You know how we do. Turn this up.
Yo, what's going on, my good people? It's your boy Tom Swoop, and this is the First Off in My Opinion podcast. How y'all feeling tonight? I'm gonna try to ruffle a few feathers tonight. How's everybody doing? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you chose to be here with me. So let's dive right into it. A DICKtakership. So I was playing around with that phrase. I think I might have coined it. So if I didn't, let me know. But I think I did. So what is a DICKtakership? Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put a definition up here, and then we're gonna start from this definition and work our way forward. All right? Here we go. So everybody's heard this term before, the devil dick. A noun usually in reference to a fuckboy. A penis so fucking enchanted, it's capable of putting one under a spell, much like the devil himself. A penis so magnificent that it will drive you to the point of absurdity. Just to obtain it, proceed with caution. So, I guess my thing is, here, I don't want that up there yet. So I guess my thing is, how do you know if you're in this type of relationship, situationship, dictatorship? How do you get out of this situation? Do you want to stay in the situation? I think it's some things that you got to come to grips with as a person, as a female. A lot of times you might be oblivious to the fact that you're even in this relationship or dictatorship, if you will. So today we're going to cover some clues, some different things to show you that you are basically being led astray, run amok. So I guess, the first thing I always tell people to do when you evaluate whether or not you should be with somebody, you need to evaluate their character and integrity without you in their lives. Like I saw like a couple, what was it, last week, all those red flags, like that little craze about the red flags. And then I remember somebody posted, he was like, none of those red flags mean anything if you slanging that ding-a-ling. Right. And it got me to thinking. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. So you drop it in the comments. We're going to cover it tonight. I'm going to do something tonight that I typically don't do. I'm going to allow people to call in. So if you want to call in, join the show, just call this number on the screen. Call in 216-369-1811. And we're gonna chat about this for a minute. And try to see if we can get to the bottom of it. Or if there even is a bottom. So I'm gonna throw a few things on the screen, and then we're just gonna discuss it. Okay. So 75% of men always reach orgasm during sex. Only 29% of women report the same. In addition, most women are unable to climax through vaginal intercourse, instead needing clitoral stimulation. This study was done by the National Health and Social Life Survey. I'm setting up the scene for something else. So what's your number? According to the survey of adults aged 20 to 59, women have an average of 4 sex partners during their lifetime. Men have an average of 7. Okay. All right. According to a survey, 89% of women think that sex is very or somewhat important to the overall relationship satisfaction, which makes perfect sex. Happy relationships are ones where sex and intimacy reign supreme. Interesting. Lies. So I brought that to the table to set up the context for the argument I'm about to make. So my argument or my point of view on a dictatorship is that there's a lot of different components that go into it. And I think the biggest one um, is the fear of starting over. I feel like a lot of people who get comfortable having sex with a partner that either satisfy them completely or satisfies them, during that time frame, the fear of starting over, finding another sexual partner, um, and then who wants to practice doing that? Who wants to actually go out and let me practice and see if I like, doing this with this person. And so I feel like that makes a lot of people hesitant or stay around a lot longer than they would. And then you have the component of the man who isn't in a relationship with you but is still having sex with you, having I guess the idea in his head that he's controlling the situation because he knows what he's not in your life versus what you want him to be or whatever. So it's like it's a certain level of power or authority. That's why it's so important to define, your roles and what you're doing when you're, engaging in these activities. You know what I'm saying? So I need to get a little feedback from, you guys tonight as far as like, because I mean I have my point of view, but my point of view is from a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I really do need a little bit back from the women tonight, just so we can have a healthy discussion and get to the bottom of some things. Um, I know men personally who do this. They control women via sex and they get what they want. They're grown adult children. And it's okay for them because it works. And the thing is, it's like when somebody's doing something once or twice, um, but when they've been doing it for like, years, 10, 15, 20 years, it becomes a way of life. And it's like, it's amazing to me that in 2021, you still can get it off. And it was another thing that's crazy to me is that you have this whole segment of highly professional women who will not date a guy or lower their standards for a guy, but I'll then see those same people with fuck boys. And it's like, okay, the guy who actually wants to be something in your life can't get a position, but the guy who just wants to bend you over grandmother's couch or, what I'm saying, is yeah. So chime in, give me a call. Hold on one second. What she got going on, Adrian? Let me pull it up. Why you say lower your standard? Why does someone need to lower their standards? Okay. So what I'm saying is it's like it's not that what I'm saying, well, I guess my argument just in this situation right here is more so like you're you have people who won't lower their standards for a guy who, let's say, makes less income, but then will lower their standards for a guy who's slanging some bomb dick. Come on, call in. I want you to. I want you to call in. Let's get it popping. I really want to get to the nuts and bolts of this situation because I feel like a lot of women are in these situations obliviously. And I mean, I get, how somebody can, misconstrue what I'm saying. That's Hold on one second. We got a caller. Go ahead, caller. Hold on one second. Oh, my fault. Go ahead, caller. Okay, go ahead. Try it again. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you
This
now.
is this is this is the subject we're choosing tonight.
This is the violence that is happening on said show. Yes.
Oh, alrighty, on set. So, alrighty. Um, I just want to say that those statistics at the beginning
Uh-huh.
are full of shit.
So you gotta
A
remember
lot of
you
women.
gotta remember statistics are nothing but an average. So it's just an average of the people that they interviewed, and the responses that they got.
Listen, that must have been from the 1920s because women are having way more partners than that, and men are having way more partners than that because you can tell by how many children that these people bear. Those are not no.
But in defense, I've literally met women in their mid to late 40s, early 50s who have literally only been with like two or three people, like legit. And you got to think about it. Think about people who may have got married young and they were married for like 15, 20 years. They typically only had the one sex partner.
I can understand that, but when most women go after a hard divorce or a heartbreak, they have multiple partners
So you saying they go through
afterwards.
going through their whole phase
I think they have
when
a
they go through
second
their
partner.
whole season, that they have multiple partners. Something I'll agree with you to a certain extent nowadays. But you gotta remember this is all new. This is all Facebook age stuff. You know what I'm saying? This stuff
Yeah.
typically didn't happen, 15, 20 years ago. You really didn't go through a whole phase. You really, a married person got divorced and they was probably married again in a year or so.
Yeah,
Now you
but
go through a whole season, man and
yeah,
female.
exactly. That's why I'm reading those numbers. I'm like, this can't be true.
I mean,
Not at all.
let me throw them back up on the screen. Let me see how crazy they sound. Now, this last one, according to the survey, 89% of women think that sex is very or somewhat important. I think that's legit.
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely legit. But the first two, I'm definitely debating.
okay, while 75% of men always reach orgasm during sex, only 29% of women report the same. I I I kind of feel like that's legit too, though.
I don't know. I'm begging to differ.
I
I'm
mean,
begging
do
to
you
differ
come
because
every time you have sex?
yes, orgasm, no.
Ain't that the same thing? What school I go to? Hold on.
Orgasm is a,
Then you was calling
that's,
into question my whole logic of understanding right now. Like I'm like, hold on, ain't coming and an orgasm the same thing?
I mean, you talking. I mean, I,
Now,
I'm talking
now you
like
done turned into the Chinese dude selling purses. What's going on?
hey, it's two different things. If you didn't read my post, like a couple weeks that I shared of that guy stating that most women are boring in bed, and there's a difference from just coming and having an orgasm.
Hold
There
on. So
is a difference.
no. People are agreeing with you in the comments. So I really listen. I really need everybody to educate me right now because I was under the assumption that coming and having an orgasm were the same exact thing. So what men do isn't the same thing? No? Or is it just women? Y'all get to have two variations of the same thing?
Men have two very different variations too. If by a man's perspective, they would say an orgasm is the feeling that they have with the woman, which makes it better and more experience, more pleasurable, and how they think it's fire. If you're not really into it, they'll just do it just to do it. That's just them coming. But if their feelings are attached, that's like orgasmic to them. It's a difference. It's a difference for both, especially with stimulation and just intercourse. It's the difference between just coming and having an orgasm.
Hold on. What? Hold on. I
What?
think, and
You
I
never
just
watched a little white lady after hours?
no. I remember her. I remember her. Hold on. Okay, so Monica.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's definitely.
hold on. Let me see. So Monica says, so to me, it's the same. It's just different intensity.
Yeah, one is coming and one's just an orgasm.
I I I don't know. I just got a degree tonight. Listen, so all right, so this is the whole. We about to get off topic. I don't even want to get off topic, but because I'm stuck in the mud on this one because it's like now it makes sense, but okay. Answer me this question. So when it said that the clitoral stimulation. Here, let's back that up. Let me pull it back up there.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition, most women are unable to climax through vaginal intercourse, instead needing clitoral stimulation. So is that okay? So this basically is saying the dick is not making you come, but you still need to either attend to the clitoris.
No, the penis will still make you come. You'll come, but there's a difference between clitoral stimulation and having intercourse. That clitoral
Oh,
stimulation will have you paying the man's whole bill, all his bills.
okay, all right.
So
So let me act. All right, this
you
is
have to
this.
think like
Listen,
that.
this then turned into a seminar. Listen, so so listen. The
Why is that
the
even called?
all right.
Ian?
So coming from the penis being inside the shaft area is different from coming from the clitoris.
It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference.
Like how huge?
It's huge.
Like when you saying
Like
like is it like
it's an
all right? So
arising.
is one 100% and one 70%?
I mean, they both could be 100 or 100 depending on if you into your partner like that. But like I said, it's just the orgasm is that heightened arousal that most women get through clitoral stimulation. You can come a million times off of a listen, I don't have these type of conversations.
I mean,
I
we
can't.
here now. We done already pulled the car up and got out. You know what I'm saying? We here now. Let's have a
Put
conversation.
me back in the car. Put me back in the car and take me
No,
home.
we are already here. We have pulled. This is a whole tailgate. We got the food out, grill going. Let's get it popping. It's.
I had enough alcohol tonight for this.
I'm just saying, like you are educating me on coochie. I have learning things that I have never learned before.
Just know that there's a huge difference between clitoral stimulation and coming off of
All right,
penis.
so when I say the word devil dick, what does that mean to you? What is devil dick to you?
Who's a toxic man that ain't got nothing else going on but that?
Do he have to be toxic though?
Yes, because that's usually what's behind it. A lot of toxic bullshit.
So you
Don't
said
know
he has
nothing.
to be toxic.
That's a
Damn.
personal experience.
Best
Personal
comment of
experience.
the night. She said it's
Swear to
like
God, girl.
OMG. It's the difference between Jordans and champions. That's a
No, but that's
huge
true.
That's a huge drop off.
Listen.
No, that's too far. That's too far. No, that's
But
too
no,
far.
it's an extreme. It's an extreme, but it's she put it in words for me. That is an extreme. That is exactly how the two differ. Swear to
So
God.
okay, so devil dick, a dictatorship. So you saying this is from a toxic individual who
Most
basically gets the clitoris stimulation from the penis in the shaft? Or is it just the whole sexual experience with this person?
You know, I can't say I can't say yes or no to that. You know what? You know what, Tom? I'm hanging up. I'm gonna just be in the audience.
What do you mean? The pastor is in the comments, so we good. We good. We good now.
I don't even know why I called Ian, Lord.
Because you wanted to enlighten, the people of, you're teaching people, you're helping people this evening.
No, we're having a discussion and everyone's chiming in.
Listen, you're helping some of these people through their sexual frustrations and, inadequacies or whatever. So you're doing the Lord's work tonight, daughter.
I cannot with you.
So, I mean, okay. So, question before you go, before you get off. All right. So, have you ever been a victim of the devil dick?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, how did you know you were a victim? How did you get out? And is there a support group?
Actually, your friends are your support group because they will tell you exactly what it is and have your best interest at heart. Like they won't let you fall. They'll put it to you exactly how it is.
Thank you for being a friend.
No, seriously. And how I get out of them is I just block them because I don't have it in me. Like I can't see you out because I'm a fall victim to it.
It's okay. So look, I know we talking about DICKtakership, but it's some devil coochie out there for real, for real.
What?
It's some devil coochie. It's some.
What constitutes the devil coochie, Tom?
The devil coochie be that girl you ain't got no business messing with, whether she toxic, whether she argumentative, whether she violent, whether she whatever. But listen, so I guess y'all, I don't know how y'all define, because all the research I was doing for today's show, it was like, size matter, but then size don't matter. The overall sexual experience matter, but then the overall sexual experience don't matter. How you feel about them emotionally, how much you listen. I done met a girl that I would have pushed out of a moving car, but if she be like, come through tonight, I'm gonna help her back up. I'm gonna help her up. Cause when I tell you the things she was able to do with what the Lord gave her, saints.
Lord.
Listen. Wait, listen, I used to think Kegeling and all that stuff was like, you know what I'm saying? She Kegels. No. This is a science. She was a artiste.
And she's sensitive about her work now.
I'm telling you, when I tell you, if she was to call me right now and be like, cash at me 1,000, I'd be like, I ain't got cash app, but I can Venmo.
You better than me. I'm pulling up with the guys. Tell me where you at.
But I can't stand her guts. Can't stand her.
That's how Devil D is too. You know they toxic. You know it's not gonna go anywhere. Whew. You know it's just fun.
The thing is, she married now, but it's still, you know what I'm saying. But when I tell you, I think it doesn't matter if the person. I think it's just that connection you have with a person. Mm-hmm. In that, and that's what I like when I wrote the description of the show. I was talking about sexual energy. Like when you have sexual energy with a person, it doesn't matter. A lot of things that should matter don't matter.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you get connected with somebody on that level, it's like you,
All the red flags become six flags.
yes, they become like little unicorns hopping down Copley Road with fried chicken wings in their paws. It's like everything's
Listen,
beautiful. Everything's
swear to
beautiful.
God,
But then soon
swear
as
to
y'all
God,
done, it's like you like, where the eject button at? Like, goodness.
man,
You ain't got nowhere to be.
man, listen. Swear to God, swear to God, it's the most exciting yet toxic experience, depending on how long y'all go for.
Listen, it took a pastor, somebody I wasn't even connected to, somebody I wasn't even like talking to stop me and just bring up the situation that I never discussed with them for me to understand that it was a divine reason for me to stop dealing with this person.
Mm.
That's how crazy it was. Crazy. Crazy.
It took my friends to tell me after the 13th time that I blocked him that I needed to stop.
Cause it's like, listen, you block him, he can't contact you. You at some point you unblocked him just to see what he was
No,
doing.
no. Here's what happened. I was going strong, and then we ran into each other at a local establishment, and I unblocked him because I was like, "Woo!" And then it started again.
Whew.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It be toxic,
I just
it
had a
ain't gonna
whole
go nowhere.
flashback. I just had a whole flashback. I got a whole chubby sitting here on this show right now. I'm, I'm just, I'm,
Not as chubby.
I got a whole chubby.
Listen,
It's when that's why it's like I understand women when they be saying like I can't get rid of this nigga. Like I can't get rid of him. I wish he'd leave. I wish his mama would come get him. I wish and it's like it'd be like good women like holding on to a dude. You'd be like, dang, she ain't got no business with that dude. He
at
terrible.
all.
He
At
terrible.
all.
And then it's like, here we go. It's like I'm in the situation and I'm just like, Uh, yeah.
For real. It's like your flesh give into them every time. And you know mentally that you should not be doing this, but your body and your flesh be like,
And
this
then
is
it's
what we
like,
want tonight. This is what we
right.
gonna get.
And the thing is like you start lying to yourself about the person, trying to convince yourself that the person is something that the person ain't. Like you know, cause you know if he
Justification.
yes,
Justification.
you justifying
Boy,
all yes. You like, well, if maybe if she used a dollar knife, it wouldn't hurt when she stabbed me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I
maybe
mean,
he
you
just
just
have
making
mommy issues
excuses.
and he doesn't know. Maybe he does. He just have mommy issues and he doesn't know how to treat a woman.
Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You making all kind of I remember that it was a meme and it said like, you don't have to lie to somebody who really like you because they'll create all the lies for you. And that's the
You know
truth.
what's so funny? I was just about to say that. If you really like somebody, you will lie to yourself.
You
You will
going
lie to
yes,
yourself.
you gonna tell yourself all the lies you need to hear to make this thing. Like, man, you know how many people in relationships that they just lying to themselves every day that this person just to get through it. And like it goes back to the beginning, like, the fear of starting over, the fear of finding somebody else, or at least this person do this one thing right.
I'm sorry. Look at her comment. I am so weak.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. It's like Michael Myers' mom saying, I know he bad, but he got a good heart. Ah! Ah!
These comments are fire tonight.
Listen.
God, no, for real, it is like that. It's just like that too. Get to justifying all types of their actions, and you know
Right.
damn well it's some wrong shit.
How? But it's like now for me, it took divine intervention to take me away from them thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody don't get that. Like you said, it's your friends, and it's some people that are going through this alone.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anybody, and you see, and some of these situations be violent. You know, and I do admit the female that she was violent. She was violent. Not like I'm about to, it was like a domestic violence. Like she was just like, that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that after, the show. But I can only imagine being in this situation with a man who was like beating my ass or something like that, and you can't get rid of him.
Well,
But
you know what? Moment of transparency here. I was actually in one when I was 16 to like 20 in domestic violence relationship with somebody delivering like that, and yeah, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
I can only, I mean, my heart goes out to any you and whoever has went through that situation where, you getting it on both fronts. Like, for one, you having this beautiful experience sexually, and then this ugly, terrible experience otherwise, and you trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you trapped.
Absolutely trapped.
And it's like it's your circle, and a lot of guys are manipulators, so they know how to keep you like isolated, so that you're going through this alone, you know, or get you away from
Like
your friends, or make you them people
like
ain't your friends.
they give you just enough to hold on
Mm-hmm.
to keep coming back. You know what I'm saying? They never deliver you everything you need. They just give you just enough. It's like a crack. It's like crack. They give you enough for you to wait to come back for another hit.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I get you. I get you. And it's sad. It's sad. And it is. It is. What I met a girl who was a high functioning, very accomplished, beautiful girl. And like she was just with this dude, like she'd show up, for an event, really nice, whatever. He would have like on a t-shirt, some shoes from OJ's menswear. Like he would just look like he got everything out of a bag, and he just and I mean, it is what it is. It's like you see these couples that are just mixed match, and sometimes it don't be a good mixed match. It's just terrible. I
Did
don't.
they be digmatized? That's all.
Hold on, let me see. We got a comment, Miss Danica. Hold on. Let's see. Never been in a toxic relationship or anything violent, but however, my experience is the guy not having anything or much to bring to the table. The sex is great,
Oh, shit.
but it's not enough, dude. Oh, I didn't even get to see. Let me read it. But dude, you want to eat me out good, but can you afford to take me out to a good place and eat? That's a whole rap verse. That's 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 a Janae
but
Aiko line. You can
but
eat
she's speaking facts though.
you
She's
can eat
speaking
me out,
facts
but can
though.
you afford to take me out and eat? Boom, bars.
And they can't though. You know, they don't really have much to bring to the table. Or if you do deal with them, you compromising your self worth at the end of the day.
So, okay, balance. Let's talk about balance. So, okay, I guess when you first start dealing with somebody, I know there's some red flags before the sex. Like when I met this person that I'm talking about, there were hella red flags. Hella red flag. Hella red flags. Hella. But she was bad. So it was like I was just like, you know what? I will see what's on the other side of this hill. but But it was hella red flags. So it's like anything that happened, I was accountable for everything because I knew what I was getting myself into from the beginning. In this situation, like were you meeting these guys and you can clearly tell that, you know, they aren't who they say they are, their integrity and character does not match up to their words, and you still have sex with them and get stigmatized.
In our defense as women, sometimes we get caught up in the potential of a man. And once we get caught up in the potential of a man, we get stigmatized and pretty much on the floor after that.
Court. You can't have potential with a dude who clearly is wearing $40,000 of fake gold. There's no potential.
Absolutely. Yes, you can.
There's no potential there, Court. There's no potential.
Yes, you can have
if a grown man is going by the nickname of Nook Nook, and he's that, you know, that they call me Nook Nook. There's no trickery. There's no.
Yeah, you get caught up in just the slightest idea of potential. Which I can even use your reference that you stated earlier. The lady who shows up dressed as 9, and then she got the man who dressed out of OJ menswear shopping bag that's like crinkled up out the cabinet in the bathroom.
Where's the potential?
That's what I'm saying. You don't know what is going on in that pillow talking. You don't know what he's telling her while he's deep stroking her from the back about how we gonna go out and do this and this and this for, and you don't know. You don't know. That pillow talking and that demon talk towards sex is something vicious.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Should women be ashamed of keeping a man just for sex? Should they be ashamed of it? Or should they be judged?
No, because men do it all the time.
Men do it all the time. Men do it all the time. Men have been doing it for thousands of years.
Yes, they have. So why?
So women should not feel. Now, the one thing I'll say this: you got to be accountable for your decision. So if you do this, you can't be running around town complaining about D. Lamonte. You can't be, you know, having whole, oh, this nigga sorry, this nigga did. No, you can't do that because you already know he was sorry. You know what I'm saying? You're keeping him for a particular set of skills. What Liam Neeson say? I have a particular set of skills.
No, if I'm keeping you around, I mean you are admitting for me to talking shit. I'm still gonna say what I want to say.
But see, that creates a whole nother problem, though. That creates.
I know what I got myself into, but I'm not about to negate the fact that he not shit. That's me balance. That's balance. Me speaking it out loud. That's balance, baby.
You listen. Hold on. What she say? The blame game. You can't play the blame game. Like that's how I feel. I really like I would never, like I wouldn't show up somewhere with Stabby and be like, oh man, you know, she always tripping, she crazy, she this, she that, she this, you know, venting to people. Like we all knew that. We all had a whole parent teacher conference when you first started dealing with Stabby.
Not a PTA meeting.
You know what I'm saying? And you still chose to deal with Stabby. And I feel like we can't put that burden on our friends and family, you know what I'm saying, when we knew what we was doing. But see, no, I get what so Monique was like, you know, he would just be a dick appointment. But what I'm saying is these people be like in relationships. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a dick appointment. They're in a whole relationship. Like, he got a key. His name is on the orange juice.
Not the orange juice.
I'm just saying. Like it's more than that. And it's like, cause you can't, that's what I'm saying. You can't get rid of these people just like you would get rid of, you know, everybody knows somebody like, oh yeah, it ain't working out. I'll talk to this nigga at his funeral. Bye. And you don't talk to him anymore. Then everybody got that person that no matter what they call, you answer. They text,
Yeah,
you respond. It's something to it. And you can't get over them. It's something to it.
at all, at all. It's it's you're right. It's that sexual chemistry. Once you got it, because you don't acquire that chemistry with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So once you get that feeling and nobody can reciprocate or reproduce what you're putting out, it is hard. It is hard.
My
It is
grandma
very
used to
hard.
say, you have different men for different things. No man can do it all, according to her. Your grandmama was hot in the ass, Carol. She was hot in the ass, and if she your grandma, that means she was hot in the ass back in the day where it was not cool to be hot in the ass. Cause she had a
but
man from
I
every.
mean, that's how men had it back in the day. They would literally have multiple families, and you wouldn't know about the families till the man
Oh,
died and you at his funeral.
my grandfather had a whole nother family. My
So
grandfather had a whole nother family. Like
so he got a
I'm
different
still.
woman to meet each of
It's
his things.
2021. I'm still bumping into niggas like, nigga look just like me. Who your daddy? Just like, yeah, like it's yeah. And soul ties, that's real. Soul ties is real. Soul ties is real. It's it you
Or
know.
maybe it's not even soul ties. Maybe it's just a man who knows what he's doing, and he makes every woman that he meets melt. Like those are things.
She a whole comedian tonight. The problem is she starts out as a dick appointment, then the next thing you know, he eating your kids' fruit snacks and drinking their Capri Suns. Oh yeah, she Dave Chappelle tonight. Goodness. She is Dave Chappelle.
She is coming with him tonight.
Listen, that's real. And I don't think and like when you was just talking about like knowing I think all right, let's back up. Devil dick is something that to me is something you repeat over and over. Like I think if you just have one person that you like this about, I think that's just an isolated event. But if it's a person that has multiple people like this, yes, they have some kind of power or energy that is or skill set, if you will, that is.
You said, I'm sorry, I'm crying.
I'm just saying, skill set. You know, a particular bag of items that you bring to the table.
These niggas got certifications and shit.
I'm just saying, there's these are people who are been trained to
He graduated from the school of gorilla grip, huh?
I'm just listen. When I say this, hold on, I'm trying to move these comments up. You think about it. If you slanging real devil dick, that means you got multiple women in multiple cities all feeling some kind of way. Now, if you just got like, my ex before my ex, we got a connection, da da da. It don't matter how much time go around, we still, fall back to each other. That's an isolated event. You don't have devil dick.
Right.
You don't. But if you got multiple women all over town who legs start shaking and quivering and cootie muscles be throbbing when they see you, yeah, you might
Devil.
yeah you the
Mm-hmm.
devil, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those are the men that you stay the fuck away from. And you block and you run and you hope not to cross their path ever again.
I mean, I agree with Miss Stevenson. These men with these great skill sets, trust me, you are not the only woman he gave you know, his things to, his meat shaft. So I don't. I listen. I personally just I think that tonight has been therapeutic for some, eye opening for others. There are some people tonight who learned that they are in a devil dick relationship. Listen, I'm gonna give you some devil dick tips. If the side of his Timberlands are ashy and lean, and he wears pants with logos on them, you might be in a devil dick situation. If
you need to fucking stop.
if he wears snug gray joggers, you are in a devil dick situation.
Them gray sweatpants to get you every time.
If he tell you all the time that your girlfriend's is bad as hell, you in a devil dick situation. If he only hit from the back and he aggressively grab your hair, you might be in a devil dick situation.
I gotta laugh too hard for that.
Like he don't want no missionary. He don't want no from the side. He don't want nothing. He's like, no, just turn around.
Listen, it be that hair pulling and that choking. That gets you every time.
Yeah. Or another one is if he put your legs by your ears and pound that out like that. Oh yeah, he's definitely trying.
Why are you being weird to me? You said you wanted to get married.
Yes.
That's what you said.
He is definitely trying to steal your spirit. Like, he is trying to break a stallion tonight, Jack. For real.
3 hours later, I'm in front of your mama's house. Why are you being weird to me?
2:00 in the morning. I made your favorite casserole, Dad. Look, if he ain't got no car,
I don't got time.
If he ain't got no car, he ain't got no job, he ain't got no apartment. But every time you see him, he clean. You might be in a devil dick situation. I'm trying to help y'all this evening. So,
listen,
rock with me.
If you get up and make them tacos that Yvette made, Jody, definitely.
Listen.
She gonna rub his back too while you eat him. That bowl, you hear me?
Listen, if you had sex with him the first time and afterwards you consider fixing his credit and paying off some of his student loans, you might got some devil dick.
Hey, who can I find that'll do that for me? I want to see if I got devil. You said student loans now.
Yes. Yes. If you had sex with him one time and the next day you on Amazon buying his kids' Christmas clothes, you might have some devil dick.
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling you that I'm trying to help y'all out right now. Cause some of y'all, listen, some of y'all laughing, but y'all crying inside. Cause you done did some of this stuff. You know it.
Respectfully, I'm doing both. I'm laughing because I've been a victim, and I'm laughing because it's hysterical.
Listen, if you had sex with him one time and he play you his mixtape and you tell him he fire, yeah, devil dick. Devil dick. And he 43.
Listen, look at Benika's comment. I'm weak. She said, I drove this guy home once and my legs shivering and shaking the whole time. Almost lost control of the car. Had to grab a Krispy Kreme donut afterwards. I think I'm in
her sugar level was messing up.
Girl, he didn't mess with the sugar.
He didn't mess with your sugar.
Mess up the sugar.
So is it devil dick if I'm gonna be faithful, but you gotta let me cheat 4 times a year, and she agreed to it? Yeah, that's that devil dick.
You pretending to like girls.
That's that. Yes, that's that devil dick, mama. That's that devil dick. You go out to the club with him after he done broke you off, and all 4 of his cousins are there. Cousins. That's
all right.
That's that devil dick. Look, I'm done. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in this evening. Courtney, I thank you for jumping on with me. We had an excellent time together again. Hey,
thanks for taking my phone call.
Oh, not a problem. I you can call me collect anytime from the federal penitentiary. I got you.
I'll beat your ass.
This call amending from Right State Penitentiary. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in. This is First Off in My Opinion. I'm Tom Swoop, and I am out.